My name is Christina and I own a Tesla Model 3, and we're going to go over some myths about EVs. The first myth I'm going over is about range. So I think this is one of the more popular ones, more questions that I get asked often, and I think most people assume that there's not a ton of range, so the idea of having to charge often or the anxiety around trying to find a charger is real. But my car is actually around 215 range. So as far as range, it's never actually been a problem with me throughout the last 18 months of owning this car. Another myth I encounter a lot with EVs is that there's not enough charging stations available, or the idea that you're driving, you have to go find a charging station. But I mean, if you think about, a lot of apartment complexes actually have chargers. So for me, my apartment complex provides, I think, 8 chargers that we have. So I don't ever have to worry at the end of the day, where am I going to charge my car? And luckily they actually give it to us for free, so I don't even incur that extra cost of electricity. So when it comes to thinking about where you're going to charge, I mean, they're pretty much everywhere. So don't think too hard about, even in an apartment complex has a bunch, or around the city there's a bunch of chargers. And even if you want to take it a step further, you can install one in your garage, so you really never have to think about it. For me, the biggest myth at the end of the day I deal with is the cost aspect of an EV. People assume that they are so expensive that is a huge barrier to entry in general. But for me, it actually wasn't that big of a change from where I was before with my car. I think there are tons of different models available. So whether you look at a Prius or a Leaf or a Tesla, there's such a wide range of price points that I think there's always an option for you to be comfortable with. And then the savings, for example, when it comes to gas and maintenance, since there's pretty much zero maintenance and I don't pay for gas, that offsets some of those costs that maybe you would incur with the initial purchase price of a car. So when it comes to price, for me, that was never an issue, and it was something that I think most people are surprised to find out that there are affordable EV options out there. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions and debunk some of these myths when it comes to EVs. I think they are the future, and I think that's where the industries are going. They're going towards an electric vehicle option, and it's really not something to be intimidated by or afraid of. Like I said, there's lots of different options for price points and a variety of technologies available to consumers, and I think it's only getting better and cheaper and more accessible over time. So don't let the idea of an EV scare you, because they're great cars.